Okay, so how you're gonna find your first $1,000 client for web design? There's different client acquisition method, and I think up to around $1,500. It's such a low price for a website that there's not really any friction, and it doesn't really matter which client acquisition method you use, whether that's cold calling, cold DMs, cold emailing, doesn't really matter at all. What you're gonna do once you set the meeting, depending on the client acquisition strategy, whatever the client acquisition strategy is, on the meeting, there's going to be a couple steps you're going to take. Number one, obviously, you want to build a little bit of rapport. How's it going? Where you coming from? All that stuff. And then just introduce yourself like, hey, nice to meet you. Obviously, my name is Abou, and I basically do this, and this. And I found you on this. I noticed that your website could use improvement, and this is why we're on the call right now. So the first thing I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to learn more about you, and then you want to ask him a couple questions, little discovery phase. Usually the first thing that I ask is, so tell me a little bit about your experience with marketing and web design in general. And then that's a very open-ended question, and then you can get into that mode of talking. They talk a lot where you're asking questions. You get into that mode, and then after that, I pretty much compare them a little bit to their competitors. That's going to build a little bit of pain in them. And then after that, I offer my solution, which is the website. And then later on, I can upsell them with marketing. So this is how you land your first $1,000 client for web design.